guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. I got my computer upstairs, so everything is weird and different. So it's fine though. Nothing is messing with me. Nothing's gonna mess with me at all during my streams. But then there's no more cats on my streams because they're not allowed in here. You can't. Only Lafayette is allowed in here. Okay, I have another cat in here right now, but she's different. She's this tiny little orange cat, and she hates all the other cats. She does not like to be around any other cat. So she stays outside. Not I don't put her outside. She chooses to go outside. And she won't come in because she doesn't like the cats. Well, it was storming really bad. I don't know, 3 nights ago, something like that. So I scooped her up and I brought her upstairs here where there's no other cats except for Lafayette. And she lives with Lafayette, so she tolerates him, or she'd be gone because Lafayette stays in here. But he doesn't mess with me. Well, he does, but he's just one cat. And he's not in here now, so he won't mess with me. Aw. Okay. We're going to do something different today. We're going to do something everybody else does. Because it was interesting. It was fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch. So we're going to do Judge Simpson. We're going to do that whole landlord-tenant fiasco. Because it was a fiasco, and that's what we love here.
This is not a special time of business before the court draw near. The Honorable Judge J. Cedric Simpson preside.
May be seated. She's coming in. Court does call the case of Anderson versus Lyman. State your appearance, please.
Lori Anderson. Armani Lyman.
All right, Miss Lyman, when the court says 9 o'clock, I mean 9 o'clock. We're waiting for you to appear at the courthouse.
Oh.
So that won't happen again, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the date and time set for trial. Each side ready to go to trial?
Yes.
All right. Sanderson, you may proceed.
Should I stand there, sir, or right here?
You can stand
I wanna-
wherever
my
you
opening-
want, that you'll be picked up on a microphone.
Okay, I want to give my opening statement. And then I have one.
Go ahead. Do your opening statement.
Okay. Your Honor.
Ma'am, put the microphone back where it was. It will pick you up.
Sorry about that, sir. Your Honor, my name is Lori Anderson, and I am the plaintiff and owner of the property at issue. I am here seeking a judgment for $14,606.46, which includes unpaid rent, court costs, unpaid water bill, and damages in the amount of $2,866. Ms. Armani Lyman provided false information on her rental application, including misrepresenting her residency, which influenced my decision to rent my home to her. This is not a typical landlord-tenant dispute. She has a documented history of property damage, unpaid rent, and disruptive behavior, as shown in the exhibits and witness testimony I will present. I want to acknowledge that I appreciate the court's efforts in landlord-tenant cases to maintain tenancy for individuals who might otherwise be homeless. However, this case is different because it involves actual property damage and destruction, not just homelessness. If the court allows Ms. Lyman to remain a tenant, I respectfully request safeguards to protect my home because this is the only way I will have access to my property. The defendant will not allow me into my home and does not communicate with me outside of the court. While the lease allows me access with a 24-hour notice, Ms. Lyman has denied the entry, making court order inspections necessary. Therefore, I request that the court order monthly inspections at a specific time each month so that these inspections are enforceable and I can return to court if Ms. Lyman fails to comply. Monthly property inspections with Mr. Ivory Clinton present to detect smoking inside the home. Inspection is scheduled once per month on a Saturday at a specific time set by the court, preferably 10 or 11 a.m. During inspections, I request permission to take photos of the property condition. I request access to inspect the entire home, including the basement and garage. I will bring an HVAC filter to the inspection and replace it monthly as part of regular maintenance. Inspections will confirm that there are no unauthorized occupants, no further property damage, and no smoking inside the home. I ask the court to instruct Ms. Lyman to allow access to the home for myself and a licensed contractor on October 2nd to repair a crack in the basement, scheduled to start between 8 and 10 a.m. and expected to last several hours. I am also respectfully requesting that the court return 2 zip drives in my possession. I did not present any video evidence in this trial, and these drives contain precious family memories. For this reason, I ask that these videos not be included as evidence. These measures are essential to prevent repetition of past destructive behavior, ensure compliance with lease terms and local laws, and allow me reasonable access to my property. I respectfully ask the court to grant judgment of 46 cents and Ms. Lyman remains intent to consider implementing these court-ordered protective measures to safeguard my home. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Lyman, opening statement.
Okay. So I have not been able to peacefully stay in the house. Every time I turn around, she's either down the street or have somebody watching me. So I would really like to be able to enjoy the home, which I haven't. I pay all this money to not be able to enjoy the home. I don't smoke, so there's no smoking happening on the property. There are no damages. And the judgment, that seems like a much because she's including the rent that I had paid to you guys in escrow in the judgment. Also, I would like an addendum to the lease for my $750 that she said that she legally lied and said that she didn't know that she couldn't put it as non-refundable because somebody else is suing her for the same $750. When I moved in May, I paid $3,300. It should have been prorated because I moved in on May 5th. So that should have been prorated $533 plus the extra $300 that's left over from the deposit. In June, I paid an extra $200. So I ended up paying $3,500. In July and August, I paid the $3,300. The only month I owe is this month. So from
This month being September or
yes,
October?
I can pay that tomorrow. The so only every month is $3,300. So with the extra money, me paying the $200, prorated the $530, the extra $300 from the deposit comes up to $1,033. So I figured that I should take that from the rent and it should be $2,267.
That you owe.
Yes.
Sanderson, you may call your first witness. Is that going to be yourself or somebody else?
Okay, should I stand there to question the witness? Where does the witness stand there?
It's up to you. Where do you want to stand?
Clinton? Oh, you're my witness.
Sir, please come forward and be sworn.
State and spell your first and last name for the record.
First name, Raymond, F-U-R-R-O-N,
Your Honor, may I give this to Mr. Clinton to reference?
I don't know what it is.
It's evidence pack number 4 that I've already,
No, that's not the way it's done.
Oh.
You can question him and then
okay. Mr. Clinton, how long have you known me, the plaintiff, Miss Anderson? Yeah, can you hear, hon? How he has a hearing trouble.
get him equipment so he can hear the questions.
Thank you, Mr. Clinton. Mr. Clinton, how long have you known me, the plaintiff, Miss Anderson?
20 years.
Okay. In your experience, how have you known me to maintain my home, its cleanliness, its floors, the overall condition?
Almost perfect.
Almost perfect? Okay. Do you recall when I was preparing the home for sale in the spring of 2025? Okay. Do you recall the condition of the home when it was listed on the market in April 2025? Looking at the before and after photos in Exhibit 4, did you ever see a rear screen?
Exhibit 4 hasn't been admitted. I don't know.
I have, yes, sir. I gave them all to the clerk on
It hasn't been admitted, ma'am.
the clerk. I came here on Friday and Ann, or was it Ann? She said she would give it to you. She gave it. I put it in a packet.
But
And
it hasn't been admitted.
how do I
Trial.
admit it?
Ma'am, I can't tell you that.
Okay. So
I don't know who took the photos. I don't know when they were taken. I don't know any of that about these purported photos.
well, how can I get what I dropped off on Friday to you? So I thought you had them. I actually spent a lot of money to produce the color prints. It cost me over $20.
Ma'am, whether I have them or not doesn't mean that they've been admitted into trial. Who has to establish those photos and then attempt to try to have questioning regarding those photos.
Okay, I'll do that. Can I admit Exhibit 4 into court?
Ma'am, who took, I don't know who, there's no testimony as to who took the photos,
The
what their
professional
photos are,
of my house, the professional photos of my house, and then I took the photos of the damages.
and you need to testify about the photos.
Okay, so what, do you want me to say, go over Exhibit 4 with you?
I just want you to do the trial, but I'm not gonna just have you submit things, and I don't know if they've been presented to.
Yeah, no, I sent her all the files, all the files to the defendant.
I don't know what those files are.
The exhibits, can we, I spent a lot of money bringing the exhibits to court. And I dropped them off on Friday. She did a stamp. She put a stamp on them to give to you. And she said, everything's fine. And so I thought you had the exhibits. I labeled them. I emailed them to you, but also printed them out, but I labeled them exhibits.
Maybe you're not understanding me. You can send to the court whatever you like. It doesn't make them an exhibit in the trial.
So how do I send them to be an exhibit to the trial?
I am not here to assist necessarily either side in this trial. Something the court to consider as evidence in the trial, you need to properly admit it.
So how do I properly admit the evidence, sir?
I'm not here as your lawyer, ma'am. I'm here as a judge.
Hi, Lisi.
Okay, so you want me to just ask him the questions then? I'll ask him the questions. Do you ever, Mr. Clinton, do you ever remember seeing the rear screen door ripped?
No.
Do you ever remember oil stains in the driveway? Do you ever remember me mounting a security camera on the south end of the home?
No.
Do you ever recall the master bedroom blinds being broken?
No.
And the front door lock, it was never an automatic door lock. It was also always a mechanical door lock, correct? Okay. Can you confirm for the court that the before photos accurately represent the condition of the property before Ms. Lyman took possession, May 5th, 2025?
Where did these photos come from?
They were photos I took when I was, after the home was prepared for sale.
Ma'am? You took the photos.
No, they were taken by a professional because they were actually put in the
Then
MLS.
How's he going to establish that? You need the
The-
professional here.
The professional photos were taken, they were put in the MLS, and then I took the damage photos.
What did I just say? Who took the photos?
The professional photos, two people,
Oh, goodness.
two people.
He did not take the photos.
No,
You didn't take these photos.
I took the after photos. The before photos were professional photos for the home to be in the,
My question.
okay.
The photos that he just talked about, the witness did not take those photos.
No,
You did not take those.
no.
Then where's the testimony about who took the photos?
They were by a professional photographer who takes photos for listing a home in the real estate MLS.
Where are they?
He has a job. I can't afford to pay him to be here. And you don't allow Zoom testimony. So, I mean, I'm doing the best I can, sir. I don't have any money.
Monica,
tell you
thanks
what.
for the cheers. Thank you.
You did not make a request for that Zoom testimony.
I did.
And then
I,
are you going to keep interrupting me? Because I'm not going to do this all day. The person that took the photos
That was me.
needs to testify as to those photos.
I forgot to say why we're doing Simpson. Like, how in the world would I even know that something crazy is going down in Simpson's court? I do not have time to watch Judge Simpson. I don't have time. I have my judges. I have to get through my judges. But I got a text message yesterday. I'm trying to record Judge Eric. And there was a great case because Judge Eric said, are you on any drugs or alcohol for the plea? And he says, yup, 2 bottles of hooch. He was joking. Oh no, his plea went south real fast and Judge Eric got mad. I thought I was recording that. Turns out I wasn't. But anyway, while I thought I was recording that, I got a text. This is crazy in Judge Simpson's. And, at first I ignored the message, not the texture. I texted Josh back. Yeah. Then I got another text. And then I got another text. He sent me a picture of the video. And he's like, I said, if it's good, everybody else is going to get it. Every single other channel is going to play it before noon. And he's like, yeah, you're right. But then he said something that made me get this video for you guys. Josh did. Josh said, "It's just so long." Oh, no one's gonna get this. No one else is gonna play this because it's too long. We love long. We stand long. We don't like, changing every 3 seconds to a different thing we have to figure out. So we are playing Judge Simpson, and thank you, Josh, because it's so good. And we get Mr. Allen. Yes, sir. Thanks, Josh.
Preliminarily.
I did not know that, sir, but if he could do Zoom,
That's not my issue. I'm telling you. Yes,
I requested Zoom for 4 other witnesses and I was denied because they live out of state.
because this individual did not consent. You should have at least asked her.
She doesn't talk to me outside of court.
You know what? I am not here to solve the world's problems. Only the issue that's in front of me. Did you make the request of her to have these?
She doesn't, I sent an
Did you
email.
make the request?
No,
Okay,
but she does not talk
that's
to
an
me.
answer to my question.
He can at least attest to the fact that the home was in good shape before she took it
I
over.
think he already told me.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Clinton, can you please confirm that the MLS photos are the same photos? That accurately represented the pristine and spotless condition of the property presented to Ms. Lyman? The home was in pristine condition when it was presented to Ms. Lyman.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you confirm that the broken screen door, oil stains, changed front door lock, security camera, broken master bedroom blinds, all occurred after Ms. Lyman took Tennessee?
Yes.
Clinton, how often were you at that property?
Before or now?
Before? Well, let's just ask this. How many times have you been to that property?
Or under the
How many times before Miss Lyman moved in?
I mean, that's what's it.
Before Miss Lyman moved in.
Oh, about 50 or 60, not more.
And you've been out to the property since?
Yes, I have.
For what purpose?
Pick up the mail or,
For who?
um, for,
What's your relationship to Miss Anderson?
From the start, well, we've been friends for about 20-some years.
What is the relationship now?
We're still friends.
Just friends?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Mr. Clinton, were you present in the district court on August 15th when Miss Gloria Vanderwell testified in front of Judge Washington regarding 6285 Maplehurst Drive?
It's hearsay. Don't answer the question.
Did you see photos showing 2 bathtubs with running water left?
Where? Did he see photos where?
In Exhibit 6 that show the damage she did to Miss Lyman did to the Maplehurst property. They were
To whose property?
to Miss her prior residence. He's seen the damage to her prior residence.
Were you there and saw the damage?
No, it's all pictures.
I'm not going to allow it.
Even though it was in court that it was presented?
What did I just say?
Okay, okay. Okay. Well, I'm learning, sir. Forgive me. Okay. Did you see the final water bill from Ypsilanti Township showing a final water bill for the Maplehurst property of $3,153.69 during Miss Lyman's tenancy at 6285 Maplehurst?
Why am I talking about Maplehurst?
I thought it showed evidence of damage to prior property.
I don't. Have you ever been to Maplehurst, sir?
No.
You know the owners of Maplehurst?
Kelly, check your DMs.
Do you know anything about that property? Other than I mean, that was a bad question. Do you have personal knowledge of anything regarding that Maplehurst property?
Okay, so,
I can't testify as to.
okay, I thought, because he was at the court, I thought we could do that, so. Okay, there's no further questions from Mr. Clinton.
Any cross-examination, Mr. Slaney? Any questions you have for him? No? Thank you, sir. You may step down.
And he's also Air Force, sir. I'm sorry, you're Army.
Good job, sir. Well done. Yes, sir.
Other witnesses.
Miss Lyman?
Lyman, come on up. You may.
Innocent.
Okay, this is going to be questions about the lease. To Miss Lyman. Which I have a copy here if she needs it, but rent, let's see here. Rent under your lease is due the 4th of each month, correct? Per line item number 41 of the lease.
It has 2 different dates on the lease.
Yeah, but the 4th it doesn't have the 5th. It has the 4th on line 41. I can show you. It doesn't have the 5th. It's due on the 4th. The lease provides only a 3-day grace period and imposes a $150 late fee on the 8th day, correct? It's line number 40, line number 4 on the lease. Isn't it true that you were late paying rent for July, August, and September?
I paid the rent to the court.
I know, but you were late on those days that you paid the rent. July, in fact, on the ledger, I can give the dates when you turned them in.
What?
On July, for July rent, you turned it in August 1st. For August rent, you turn that in September 2nd, and you still haven't turned September rent in. So wouldn't you agree that you've been late on paying rent all 3 months? Are you aware that partial rent payments are not accepted under this lease?
On the lease, she said I can deposit a check into.
I'm partial, meaning like you couldn't just pay half of it one day and half of it the other. It all has to be paid at one time.
That, recognition.
Are you aware that if rent and late fees are not paid, I plan to issue a 7-day notice on the 5th day of the month and file with the court on the 12th going forward, and you will be expected to pay court costs.
That should be court costs.
If I have to bring you to court to get rent, if I file a 7-day notice.
Was that a question?
No, I'm making her,
Question?
no, I was making her aware of
No.
that.
You need to ask her a
This
question.
isn't,
Okay,
this is just part one. So there's a couple parts to this. This is directly, hold on, you can't see what I'm looking at, can you? I'm going to show you where I'm at. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. This is his YouTube page. And this is the first of the 2 videos. So what you're thinking about, the pictures or whatever, I don't know. They might come on part 2. Who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna go like that. I don't know. I don't know where to go. That's fine, right? Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
are you aware that if rent and late
Are
fees
you
are not
aware?
paid, I plan to issue a 7-day notice on the 5th of the month and file it with the court on the 12th going forward, and you will be expected to pay the court cost.
What's the relevance?
That's just,
Question.
it's a question just to
What's
make
the relevance of that question?
that it, going forward, if she still remains my tenant, I plan to be on top of it as far as rent. If it's not paid, I will issue a 7-day notice.
What bearing does that have with anything the court has to decide today?
Okay, sorry, strike that one. Under your lease, only you, the named tenant, are permitted to reside in the home without my written consent, correct? Okay, who is currently living at 4259 Shandy Court? Isn't it true that your uncle and 3 children have been observed living at the property by several neighbors?
No, just because somebody see people come over doesn't mean that.
Okay, line items number 19 and 9 and 19 on the lease. Did you change the locks on the home without my written consent?
I told you I was leaving AT.
Without my written consent? Did I write something down?
No, you know.
Okay. Are you aware the lease prohibits changing locks without the landlord's permission and expressly allows the landlord entry without notice in emergencies?
You knew I was leaving security system.
Do you know that I'm able to go in emergencies? Fire, water?
Yes.
Okay.
Earth, wind.
In an emergency such as water running continuously, fire, or a suspected medical emergency, do you expect me to break the locks to gain entry?
Oh, yeah. She-
Are you aware that my former tenant, Gabriella Anderson, died in Ypsilanti Township?
What?
Yo, shut up. Why in the... Lady, even that went too far for me, and I've seen a lot in my years. I got rid of 1 more cat. But I got rid of 2 more cats because one other one is leaving. And it's hard, this one's hard for me. She's completely black. I call her Shadow because she follows me around. Except she doesn't follow me around anymore because right now all the male cats have to be in like in like the living room, dining room, kitchen. That's where all the males get to stay. And then we have bedrooms upstairs. Lafayette and Spooter come upstairs. Well, then the downstairs in the basement where my daughter and her boyfriend live, that's where all the females go. So we keep them separated, obviously. So we can't have any more cats. So Shadow, they gave me Shadow after Shadow was born. I didn't double check. I just assumed that they had it right. They're not my cats. They're their cats. So I let them take care of their cats. Well, I saw Shadow one day, like, that Ginny, Methany went downstairs. So I don't get to see Methany anymore. And she has 0 redeeming qualities. 0. Anyway, I saw Shadow undulating. And I was like, that cat is in heat. That means that is not a boy. So Shadow now is in the basement, so I don't get to see Shadow anymore. But she's leaving hopefully today. Hopefully. I mean, we did get rid of quite a few cats. We have more to go, though. We have the boys now. It's the girls that are all leaving, which is fine. Because girls have babies, if you didn't know. But we have some boys that we have to get rid of. Because the boys are pain. They're just such a pain. Constantly fighting. Not fighting. Playing. Chasing. Knocking things over. Constantly.
What's the relevance of that?
I have a history of a tenant dying in my property
Why do I need to know that?
because it shows why it's important to have access to a home. As a landlord, if somebody dies, I need to have
Does
access to
she
the home.
know that? And
I-
if she does, what's the relevance of that in whatever her answer is?
I'm making her aware that the reason why it's
This is
important,
not a proceeding for you to make her aware of things or what your expectations are.
okay, I was explaining,
You don't have to answer the question, go to your
Okay.
next one.
okay. Will you allow my licensed contractor, Affordable Dry Basements, to enter on October 2nd to repair the basement crack?
I don't know anything about a licensed contractor.
I sent an email to you at Armani Lyman.
You send a lot of emails, so I most likely didn't see it, but that's not a good day.
Well, I can,
You also mentioned that they could come in the spring, so.
yeah, but I don't want it to go through winter. I don't want it to go through winter. The crack is just getting worse, sir. I want to get it done before winter because
Are
they can't.
you going to ask a question?
I want to ask her when I can schedule Affordable Dry Basements to enter to do the repair in the basement.
We do spay and neuter.
Are
some
you
of them.
aware that it won't
are
pass
spaying them and neutering
certification
them.
with the crack in the basement?
It's expensive.
It
I can
won't.
only do one at a time.
It's leaking now, sir. So we won't pass the certification.
Why are you talking? You were supposed to be asking questions.
Okay, when will you allow my licensed contractor
Was he talking to me?
to repair the crack in the basement? Okay, what month? So I can. Can I ask a question, sir? Of you? Because the crack is getting worse and it's damaging my property. It needs to be
That's a
repaired.
statement.
It needs to be repaired.
That's another statement.
Contempt of court.
What's your question?
My question is, I need to, my lease states that I can go in and make repairs with a 24-hour notice. So she's going against my lease by not allowing me to go in.
Okay, once again, a statement. You asked, can I ask you a question?
So can I ask the court to enforce my lease? Can I ask the court to enforce my
You
lease?
can ask the court to do whatever you want. Whether they do it or not becomes a whole other issue.
Even though it's damaging my property. I'm just.
Next question.
Okay. Well, it was along with, that was, I'll go to the next question. Okay. Under the lease, you're responsible for paying all utilities, including water, electric, correct? Okay. Have you paid the water bill for May 5th through August 31st, totaling $1,471.87?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The water bill is in my name. I have worked something out within my name.
Okay, because, may I make a comment to the court? If the water bill,
Ooh,
okay,
This is testimony.
okay.
Oh, I'm over here screaming. Thank God I'm muted.
Did you pay the DTE bill that was subject to shut off, notice dated on September 17th? Yeah, as a landlord, they sent me a shut off notice.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. Why do I keep getting comments from you and not questions?
Okay, the question was, did you pay the DTE bill that was subject to shut off?
Answered it.
Did you paid it?
No.
Did you pay the electric bill? So the electric's off?
What does that have to do with it?
Okay. This is the next question. Do you plan to keep the home above 50 degrees this winter as required by the lease? Okay. Are you aware that you will be held liable for any frozen pipe damage beyond your security deposit resulting from temperatures below freezing or winter shutoff? Huh?
I am now.
Thank you. Line number 18 of the lease, repairs due to tenant's negligence. Are you aware that repairs due to your negligence are your responsibility? Will you arrange for the repairs of the torn screen, broken blinds, torn down insulation and oil stains in the driveway by a professional contractor?
Nan, we're gonna move in
Last
together.
quarter, the following installation has been put up. The screen is on the checklist. The blinds will get fixed. And the oil stains are barely even visible.
But they're still there. So it will
Is
require,
that a question?
well, so she's,
Or are you just gonna argue with her?
okay. My next question was, if you do not hire your own licensed contractor, will you permit my contractor to complete the repairs and reimburse me? Okay. Are you aware that these repairs must be completed before the next Pittsfield Township rental inspection, May 26th, to maintain certification? Thank you. Inspections and smoke damage. Are you aware that smoking is prohibited in the lease?
Yes.
Okay. Will you permit monthly inspections by the landlord with a witness present so
Me
landlord can
too.
document the condition of the home, including photographs and checking for smoke odor? Are you aware in the lease it says that I am allowed to do inspections with a 24-hour notice? So you don't want to go abide by the lease?
That's, she doesn't have to answer that.
Okay. Do you understand that if smoke odor is detected and smoke damage is documented, repainting and remediation of the entire home may be required at an estimated cost of approximately $10,000?
What, really? Where does that come from?
3,000 square feet will cost.
Where does that come from?
I'm just making her aware about smoke damage.
Why,
Okay, sorry, strike it.
where
Strike it,
does
sir.
that come from?
I've been quoted $10,000 to paint that house
By whom?
contractor because it's a large house and smoke will sink into the paint.
I don't know anybody named contractor.
Nicholas Blake, licensed
Is
contractor.
he here to testify?
No,
Then I don't want any questions about any quote he's given.
okay,
That's hearsay.
okay, sorry,
Next
sir.
question.
Yes, sir. Nuisance and
It gets
children,
worse.
line item 20. Are there 3 children residing at the property? Okay. Were those children left unsupervised in the street on or about May 22nd, prompting a CPS call? They were supervised?
She called CPS. How much you want to bet? She called CPS. Nothing will change my mind from that.
I don't know if you'll allow this question, but do you understand that the lease prohibits public nuisance and requires you to supervise children? Okay. Cameras and alterations, line number 20 on the lease. Did you install an exterior camera without written consent of the landlord?
Yes, but I did tell you I was leaving AT&T. And also the first court date, you said you had no problems with the cameras. So what's the problem?
I didn't authorize installation. I never said I didn't. No, no. I just said,
Yes, you did.
the prior court date, I said as a compromise, I would accept it, but I'm just going over what she violated. I thought we
Okay, so
wanted,
she installed cameras
Okay,
and
okay.
installed a security system.
that's all I wanted,
All
just
right.
get confirmation. Are you, okay, can I ask this question?
I don't know.
I know I'm upsetting you. I'm sorry,
You're
sir.
not upsetting me.
I'm not a
You're
lawyer.
wasting my time,
Okay.
but you're not upsetting.
Okay, are you aware you will need to refill the holes and repair the siding damage by that occurred when you installed the camera? When you leave, you'll have to do those repairs, fill in those holes from the camera.
Under the terms of the lease, she has to restore the premises back to a reasonable condition as she got it. I think everybody knows that. Do you understand that, Ms. Lemon?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Next
sir.
question.
I think I've already asked about smoking. Okay, and you don't, okay, are you prohibit smoking? She knows that. Okay, yard and maintenance. Are you responsible for mowing, trimming hedges, watering plants, and
See, Josh? Josh, do you see what's going on today? Do you see this? So, this is why I never play YouTube judges. This is exactly why. Because, unfortunately, like with YouTube judges, all of the court channels, including me today, including me, I'm putting myself in here, they get the good clips and then everybody plays them. So you guys, and I feel bad right now, I feel horrible for you guys because you guys have to go from channel to channel to channel, watch the same clip over and over and over again. And I feel so bad for you. This is entertaining. We have chat. But this is why I only go after judges no one else plays, because of that. Because now you guys are rewatching the same thing when I could have had a new judge on here today. But I didn't get to see this whole thing because I didn't get to see this. So it's also sort of a little bit selfish of me.
snow removal under the lease? Line item number 24.
Yes.
Okay, have the hedges been trimmed as required by HOA rules? Do you plan on getting them trimmed so that I don't get a fine from the HOA?
Have you gotten a fine?
Not yet, but they've said.
Okay.
Okay. Vehicles, did you have 2 inoperative and, or unregistered vehicles on the property?
The vehicles were, that was talking.
Okay. Were 2 of those vehicles towed away? Okay. Did those vehicles cause oil stains in the driveway? Okay. Do you plan on hiring a professional contractor to remove these oil stains?
Is that illegal? Not illegal. Is that what's the word I'm looking for? It's not illegal against a tenant. Like a car drips oil. Isn't that like a normal thing? Like it's not something you can get in trouble for. I mean, unless it's like this a huge problem. But are I've never heard of a landlord saying your car dripped oil before. Because cars drip oil. That's if you go to like a parking lot, there's oil everywhere because cars drip oil. I know. I know oil is a closed system and it shouldn't drip, but they do. Is that a thing where a landlord can say you have to redo my whole driveway because there's oil on it from a car? I don't mean like a huge, you know, big oil thing, but I just mean like normal oil drip stains. We need to watch more landlord-tenant cases so that we know.
Subletting and
allowed?
insurance. Are you currently living at the home by yourself? You already answered that. Okay. Have you sublet any part of the home to another person? Are you aware that subletting the home is prohibited without written consent? Do you currently maintain renter's insurance as required by the lease? Okay. On May 5th, 2025, rental application, you listed your current address as 9090 Arlington Drive, correct? Okay. At the time, you were actually residing at 6285 Maplehurst Drive, where eviction proceedings were pending, correct? You were residing somewhere else that you didn't put on the application as your current address. No, it said current.
Maplehurst have to do with Shady Court.
Because you were being evicted, I based my decision to rent to you based on.
Hello, Meryl Dia. Did I say that right? Hi.
6285 Maplehurst, they started eviction proceedings in January of 25.
A $500,000 house here in Lancaster is a nice house. It's not like rich people, but it's a very nice house.
I was not made aware of that when I rented my home to you. Did you disclose that the pending eviction of your true address to me before moving in? Did you disclose that address to me before moving?
Was she required to?
Yes, the application said, where's your current residence? So I could follow up with the landlord of that residence.
That was not your question. You asked her whether or not she disclosed an eviction.
Yeah,
On the application, does it indicate, have you been evicted?
Yes, there's a section in there, any prior evictions on the application.
All right. At the point in time she applies, has she been evicted?
There were eviction proceedings.
Is that what the question asks?
No, it says, have you been evicted?
Thank you.
Oh, sir.
So that case had not concluded. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Then if you're saying that she misled you, your question is bad.
Well, but
as it has been all this morning.
Okay, but she didn't disclose where her
You want to
address
argue
was.
with me?
No, honey, I'm sorry.
She doesn't have to answer that question, or actually she answered the question.
Okay.
Judge, she called you honey.
Are you aware your lease states that breach of the lease gives the landlord the right to repossession? Line item number 32. Are you willing to remedy the lease violations or return the property to me? Okay. Do you understand line item number 36 on the lease? Only written agreements signed by both parties are enforceable under the lease. So verbal doesn't mean anything. It's only written.
You answer that. Okay.
Okay, this is questions with regard to the lease application. Miss Lyman, are you aware that the phone number you listed on the lease application, 734-460-9043, is that correct?
I listed that number back in 2023.
No, on the application you just gave me, in 2025, you have that number on the application.
I used the same registry from 2023.
Okay. Are you aware that according to reverse lookup, that number is lookup, this number is registered to you, but I've never received a response when texting or calling you on this number?
So, okay. If she says yes to that, what's that mean?
Okay. Okay. Scratch that one. Okay. Isn't it true that the only way I have been able to communicate with you is through your mother, Joanna Lyman, at 734-465-8335?
No, you don't know. And that's not.
Okay. Please confirm, do you regularly monitor or respond to your phone you listed on your application? Well, I guess that would be no, because you,
Well, are you gonna answer it or are you gonna let her
Okay.
answer?
okay, sir. Sorry.
It's fine. You just send a lot of messages.
Okay, so the number of 734-465-8335 is the best number.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. On your application, you listed your current address as 9090 Arlington Drive, correct? Current address. Okay. Isn't it true that at the time you completed your application, you were not living at 9090?
No, CAFR is against the lease. You have to pluck them first before they come in.
Arlington Drive, but at 6285 Maplehurst. But you were living at 6285 Maplehurst. Okay. Isn't it also true that you were being evicted from Maplehurst property owned by Miss Gloria Vanderwell, your former landlord? She's the owner of the property. Greg is her husband. Okay. Yeah, that was the person that was at the prior trial. Yeah. Okay. On your application, you stated that you were renting a room from your parents, Desmond Jones, at $500 a month, correct? Well, it's on the application. It says Desmond Jones, and you told me you were living with your parents. Okay. But on the application, it says you were living at 9090 Arlington and paying $500 a month to your family. That's what the application says.
Yes.
Okay. You also wrote that the reason you wanted to rent my home was to have a place of my own, correct? Okay.
It does.
In
get
reality,
that
weren't you
creepy
leasing
soon.
your own home at 6285 Maplehurst at the time and facing eviction for non-payment of rent and property damage?
What does Maplehurst have to do with Jamie?
The question is because you falsified the application, so you committed.
That's a conclusion.
If she said her current address was
It's
99.
a conclusion. Get to your next question.
Okay. Do you admit that the address you provided on your application was false? Do you understand that providing false information on rental application is considered fraud?
Well, don't answer that. That's a legal conclusion you're asking.
I've been doing my Google searches, sir, and this is what I come up.
Well, then bring Google.
Is she typing all this, sir? Was I
You know
given?
what?
I'm just asking.
You know what? You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm taking a break. You get your questions in order and you understand how to address this. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Have a seat. You may step down. Court is
All right.
Sorry. I had to go to the ladies' room. It was important. You know, it's very important. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. CJ, I did hear the phone ring, but I can't answer when I'm in there. I just can't. Thank you, lady, for coming back first. Because if you would have been late, after being late this morning... Oh, she wasn't back first. This lady was sitting there stalking her. This lady gets worse in her activities against this lady. No, Venus, you scared the shit out of me. Silence is golden. Kit Kat, you sick? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I never cough. See? Now I'm in here. So I can answer. Happy Storehouse, happy speaking. Yes, hi. It is now.
Oh, is it? Oh, goodbye. All right.
So are you. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, no, they didn't hear that.
It's still blank here, so this is the lag.
Wait.
Oh, there we go.
Does anybody see the video playing right now? Them just both just sitting in court? Or is it still blank for you guys? Man, it takes a while to get to Australia.
It takes a long way. How you going anyway? You doing anything important right now?
No, I'm not. Nothing important. I'm thinking about taking a nap.
Perfect. I'll join you. All right.
Bye-bye. Alright. Come on, Judge Simpson. Come back. I'm going to try to bump it forward, which is going to be a mistake. I know it. Oh, no, it's not a mistake. There he is. Wait, that reminds me. Quick. We're going to do a quick field trip. Because I can't remember what I did. I think it was a marathon, but it could have been just a live stream during the day at a time when CJ was asleep. Oh, I wonder if you're going to be able to hear this. Tell me if you hear this.
Hello from all your Aussie Vipers. Well, some of your Aussie Vipers. Well, just me actually, saying have a great stream and I'm sorry I missed you today. From all of your, well, no, maybe just one of your Aussie Vipers. Bye.
Did you hear that? I was supposed to play that during my live stream. But believe it or not, when you press start streaming and you know there's like hundreds of people that are going to watch you, you don't always remember everything you're supposed to do. Sometimes you get a little nervous and you just play the video. And I didn't play that. And I listen to it all the time and I think, I can't believe I didn't play that. So now I finally played that. That, Lurkers, Replay Crew, she says hi to you every single day in chat. Every single day she says hi in a new and unique way. And now you got to hear her say it. So every time she says hi to the Lurkers and the Replay Crew, just listen to her text in that accent, okay? Alright, back to this train wreck of a dumpster fire.
The court, County of Washington, State of Michigan, back to session. The Honorable Judge J. Sillington.
You may be seated. Ms. Lyman, why don't you come on back up? May continue your questioning.
Thank you, sir. Think. Do you admit that the address you provided on your application was false as your current residence? Do you understand that providing false information on rental application is considered fraud?
You already asked that.
Oh, I'm
question.
sorry, sir. I
Strike it.
forgot where I was. Was I given truthful information to conduct my due diligence as a landlord, or did I base my decision to rent you on falsified information?
She's not going to be able to answer that. That's in your mind.
Okay. Sorry, sir. Your driver's license issued in 24 showed 9090 Arlington Drive as your address, correct? You were actually living at 99 Arlington Drive when your driver's license was issued, or were you living at 6285 Maplehurst?
1v1 me, YouTube. 1v1 me.
Do you acknowledge that listing 9090 Arlington as your address misled me about your true living situation at the time? Do you understand that I relied on information you provided in your application when deciding to rent to you? Are you aware that had I known about your prior rental history of fraud, non-payment of rent, and property damage at Maplehurst, I would not have rented my home to you?
She can't answer that. That's you.
Okay. Would you agree that my decision to rent to you was based on information you provided that was not?
She can't answer that. That's you.
Okay.
As to the form of your question.
I'm glad I didn't know you were in the hospital, Kit Kat, because I absolutely would have stole your Jell-O. Just saying, I would have eaten it.
Ms. Lyman, are you aware that Mr. Diop Dimba has owned and lived in 9090 Arlington Drive, Superior Township since
Nice,
December
Venus.
21?
I love that.
You and your family rented the property from the previous owner prior to December 21, correct?
Rented what property?
9090 Arlington Drive?
Good, you can answer it for what it's worth.
No, you didn't rent it? After Mr. Dimba purchased it, you did not live there, true? Okay. Your driver's license lists 9090 Arlington Drive, Superior Township as your address, correct?
You already asked and answered. Don't answer.
That driver's license was issued July 16th, 2024, while you were living at 6285 Maplehurst Drive in Ypsilanti Township, correct?
Don't answer that. Asked and answered.
Did you have permission from Mr. Dimba to use Arlington Drive on your driver's license or rental application?
Keep asking about him. I don't know who that is.
Okay. Did you use Arlington Drive to mislead me, the landlord, into renting my property to you?
Ask for previous address. I gave you the previous address. I don't know.
I asked for a current address on the application, not a previous.
More questions about Maplehurst or 99?
Did you knowingly provide false information to gain advantage in renting my home?
You mean like you do, Nan?
Okay.
Like you do? Yeah.
Are you aware that using someone else's address without permission is considered fraud under Michigan law?
No, she can't answer that. You're asking for a legal conclusion.
Did you understand that this could lead to criminal or civil penalties?
Can't answer that.
Do you admit your use of Arlington Drive was unauthorized? Okay. So Ms. Lyman, even though you were living at 6285 Maplehurst in Ypsilanti Township, your driver's license issued July 16, 24, and your rental application listed 9090 Arlington Drive, Superior Township without permission to mislead me into renting my home, correct? Ms. Lyman, oh, sorry. Ms. Lyman, can you explain why the following damages are present after you took occupancy? Broken master bedroom blinds, oil stains in driveway, broken rear screen door. We already know about changed front door locks and mounted exterior camera, but what about the broken master bedroom blinds, oil stains in the driveway, and broken rear screen door?
The rear screen is on the checklist. So, oil stains in the driveway. This is my stuff, yeah, blinds got broken.
Okay, so you're going to replace the blinds eventually, or? Okay, thank you. Are you aware that under paragraph 18 of your lease agreement, you were responsible for these repairs?
Yes, I know.
Okay, I just,
Evictor, dusty table, evictor.
Ms. Lyman, your tenancy began on May 5th, 2025, correct? Are you aware that the property had a valid certificate of occupancy and issued May 2025 before you moved in? Do you understand that a certificate of compliance means the property passed all required inspections and met township standards at that time? Are you aware that of the email from Mr. Frank Daniels, which I forwarded to you, Ypsilanti Township Housing Inspector, stating that the torn screen and torn insulation now present?
Ypsilanti Township?
Pittsfield, I'm sorry, sir, Pittsfield Township. Torn screen and torn insulation would not have passed inspection May 2025. So based on the inspector's statements, those items were not present at the time of his certification, correct? So those damages occurred after you moved in.
Why was the screen door?
The screen door was not on what checklist? The screen door was not, that screen door was not like that. That Mr. Daniels.
Is that a question?
Yeah, the question was damages occurred after you moved in. Because Mr. Daniels states
Not a
that the
question.
screen door in that condition would not have passed inspection.
What's the question?
Proof of condition that we got.
What's the question?
Question is,
You keep making statements and not.
therefore, the damage occurred after you moved in, correct? Because Mr. Daniels inspected the property and it passed. Then she moved in and he said it would not pass. For the screen door.
So what's the question?
Just her acknowledging that she'll repair it in due time.
She already said that she
Okay.
was gonna do that.
'Cause we
I
won't-
mean, and if she
the-
doesn't, that's part of the reason you have a security deposit.
I know, but the problem is when we get the inspection next year, it won't pass with these items.
Okay, and then I don't know how you see into the future that way.
Okay, I'm just trying to cover all my bases, sir. Sorry.
I just want to say that I never said that I would hear the screen door because it was on the checklist.
The screen door was
I
not on the
heard
check.
you.
So you're not going to repair the
I'm
screen?
off the screen door. If she says it's on the checklist and you're saying it's not on the checklist and there's damage to that, that's gonna have to be dealt with at some other point. It's not to be dealt with here. She's answered the question about the screen door. Go on.
Okay. You signed a lease that includes section 18, which states that tenant is responsible for damages and repairs caused by tenant during your tenancy, correct?
Asked and answered.
Okay. Are you aware that the torn insulation violates property maintenance code section 102.2? Are you aware that the torn screen violates property maintenance code section 304.14? Do you understand that the property cannot pass inspection next year, May 26, unless these repairs are made?
It's irrelevant. Irrelevant. Next question.
Okay. Do you want to maintain your tenancy at this property? Okay. Are you
I don't understand why we're here. Is she trying to evict her? Or is she complaining that there's oil? Is the reason we're here because she is upset about next year's inspection? Is that why is she here? What brought her here? I think the rent was paid, right? It did. She's not asking about unpaid rent so far. Hi, Crystal. So what is the suit? Anybody know? I don't know.
Are you aware that to maintain tenancy, the property must be recertified May 26 and these repairs are required to pass?
Go ahead, answer that if you can. It's not gonna matter to me.
Okay. So, Ms. Lyman, to summarize, the property passed inspection and received a certificate of compliance May 25. You moved in on May 5th, 25, and the torn screen insulation would not have passed inspection. They occurred after you moved in. They violate township codes, and under section 18 of your lease, you are
Is
responsible.
there a question?
Okay, Ms. Lyman. Okay, accountability and lease compliance. Ms. Lyman, do you see that as a tenant, you are responsible for ensuring that all occupants, including guests or family members, comply with the lease terms and local laws? Do you see that having unlisted occupants and unsupervised children could put the property?
You can't make someone follow the law. How is she supposed to make other people who come to her home follow the law? If I had to make my family follow the law, I'd be in jail right now forever.
Other residents in your tenancy at risk?
How?
Unsupervised children?
Yes.
They were running in the street, sir, and the neighbors complained that they almost hit one.
Then how does that put her tenancy at risk?
Oh, I thought it,
You have children? Okay, so hold on. So I don't even understand where that question might even go, given the greatest benefit to the question.
there was a police report that kids were running around unsupervised and CPS got involved.
Okay,
Because you called
And I
them.
provided that to the
I
court.
betcha. I
and
betcha.
so what does it matter if they're not her kids?
Okay, I'm not a lawyer. I'm trying my best, sir.
I can see that you're
Forgive-
not a lawyer.
forgive me.
but you gotta ask you some
Okay.
questions. I don't know how
Okay.
you're attempting to try to hold her responsible for kids that aren't hers. If you haven't even established her kids that are a guest of her.
Okay, okay. Appreciate that, sir. Okay, Ms. Lyman, do you, I sent you a copy of the HOA vehicle policy for the neighborhood. Are you aware that the policy states that unregistered or inoperative vehicles are not permitted on the property?
You were going to the property, did you see?
No, I'm just,
Are there vehicles on the property?
no, this is,
Then why
okay,
are
Okay.
we dealing with this?
okay. Okay. And you said it's hearsay about Maplehurst, so this next exhibit was all about Maplehurst. So you're saying that that's hearsay?
Ma'am, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Her prior residence, that was this next section. The damages to her prior residence. And
The
that's,
damages to a prior resident, I don't know why that would be relevant to me. And I don't also,
Bring her mom in. Bring her mom in, because I am positive when she was growing up with her mom, she damaged property, a lot of it. She damaged doors and rugs and walls and windows and forks. She damaged everything when she was living with her mom growing up. So she's a bad tenant.
understand that. I don't even understand how you're getting that in.
well, I just thought showing a history of destruction is relevant to my house and me being concerned. It shows why I'm concerned about my property. I'm not just concerned for just to be concerned. I have a reason to be concerned about my property. That's all. I'm just, this is my $570,000 baby. I care about my home.
Anything else?
So section 6 is off the there. So that's,
What's refreshing and lovely for us is the girl in the witness stand, in the witness box. She's not combative at all. She's not fighting back. She's not ruining her case. She's just letting this lady fight with the judge and just sitting there and wait until she has to answer the question. That is nice. Normally, we see a train wreck like this lady doing her thing, and the other person's fighting back and ruining her, just blowing her case out of the water. Good job, lady. Good job.
it for questions. I wanted to go over section. I had something for the court, but I'm done with asking questions of Ms. Lyman.
All right. Ms. Lyman, you'll have an opportunity to testify. You may step down. Any other witnesses for the plaintiff?
No, sir.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Ms. Lyman, prior to your opening your case, should you decide to give one, court's gonna stand in recess and it will go ahead, you can go.
Do I sit down, sir?
Pardon?
Do I sit down, sir?
You can sit down if you want.
Okay, well, you're the boss.
I know. You ought to remember that.
I was gonna wear a hat. I love Judge Simpson.
Shit, I would wear that hat.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break for lunch. It's a little bit early, but I thought we might get somewhere this morning. I'm gonna break for lunch. We'll reconvene at 1 o'clock. And then if there are no other witnesses for the plaintiff, then we'll go to the defense's case at that point in time. All right? 1 o'clock,
Thank you, Judge.
not 1:30. 1 o'clock. Okay? Thank you,
Oh,
court
he's still
stands in.
yelling at her. He's
Bye.
still yelling at her. Don't worry. Don't worry. There is a lot more to the cases. There just is. She crossed creepy like 7 times.
Up to stand, be sworn.
Before you take a seat, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony? State, spell your first and last name for the record, please. Go ahead.
Is it true that you told me Ivory Clinton was your domestic partner? Is it true that you have been showing outsiders pictures of me containing my personal information?
No.
Is it true that you gave me verbal consent that I could get my $750 to clean deposit back?
If the house is in the same condition as I do.
Is it true that a prior tenant is also suing you for their $750 to clean deposit?
No.
May I get may I get a written addendum of me getting my $750 to clean deposit back?
No.
Why not?
Because it depends on if you leave it in the same condition as I got it. If it's spick and span clean, that's gonna depend on how.
You said verbal consent doesn't matter, so I'm asking you, can I get written?
Clean deposit back if it's not clean. If it's clean, then I'll give it back. It has to be clean.
May you write that I can get my $750 deposit back?
If it's kept clean. Same condition, like floors are clean.
Can I just stop here? The $750 is listed as non-refundable, but you are indicating that it's refundable provided the conditions are met.
To my satisfaction.
Well, ma'am, is that what you're saying?
No.
That is not what you're saying? You're saying that it's still non-refundable?
It is dependent upon conditions, the reason.
Understand what I'm saying. At this point,
If I don't have to hire someone.
you want to know what? You interrupt me, we're going to have a real issue.
Sorry.
There was a notion that the 750 was non-refundable, meaning it didn't matter what Ms. Lyman did. What I'm hearing at this point is that it is refundable. The conditions of that refund will wait to some other point in time, and there might be further litigation regarding
Yes, sir.
it. Is that what I'm hearing, Ms. Anderson?
That it's conditional return
I don't know what that means.
if it's left clean, like the toilets are clean, the bathroom.
Okay, understand something, what I'm saying. The cleaning deposit, if it is non-refundable, which would create some other problems, that means irrespective of what it looks like or what Ms. Lyman does, the 750 does not come back. A refundable cleaning deposit means that I have the 750 and that 750 would be returned provided it is left in a clean condition.
The same condition I gave her, meaning I don't have to hire someone.
Ma'am, I'm telling you what. Your interpretation of landlord-tenant law is going to get you in trouble. I think I've got it, Ms. Lyman. You can go on to your next subject matter.
Okay. Is it true that I have not been able to enjoy my home due to you continuously harassing me?
No.
Is it true that you have the neighbors watching my home?
No.
Is that not what you stated inside text messages?
No.
Okay.
You did not say that you had people watching your home, Miss Anderson.
And did I say people watching the home?
Let me just ask this. Did you tell Miss Lyman that you had people watching the house?
Ever since the incident with,
Not my question. It's not a qualified answer. That's a yes or a no.
yes,
Then why did you under oath just tell her no?
well, they're currently not watching the house.
Well, that's not what she asked you. Why are you changing the answer that you just gave to Miss Lyman? No, I do. I want to know why you changed it. She asked you the question.
If people-
You told her no. I asked you the question. You told me yes. You said it.
People were looking at, okay, I guess right now they're not looking, before they were.
Oh, that is not what she asked. Go ahead, Ms. Lim.
Okay. Is it true that you have parked down the street stalking the house
In the past, yeah, when I was trying to get evidence for the court.
and popping up on places where I have been? Is it true not only do you talk about me through text messages, you CC other people in my email that has nothing to do with them tarnishing my name?
No. All the witnesses who have told me things, I try to prove them. But I'm not trying to.
What does that mean? What do you mean there are emails?
Like she emails a whole lot of stuff and put people from the neighborhood that I don't even know or people that I never met in the emails of her saying certain stuff to me and falsified information on me.
Miss Anderson, do you do that?
I've heard emails, including the neighbor's yes.
About Miss Lyman?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're telling me they're concerned about kids running on them. And
Was it only about the kids?
No, in email, she has stated false things like crack pipes, that there's a rapist in the home, different stuff like that.
Did you, hold it. And I'm just gonna remind you, you're under oath,
Yes.
under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
Did you say things that directly indicate that there may be drug use
Yes.
and or a rapist in the home?
Yes, because when I looked up this, Mr. Lyman, he had a criminal history.
You emailed Miss Lyman with her neighbors while she's renting,
Because they were saying.
indicating that there was drug use, particularly hard drug use like crack, and that there was a rapist at the home?
I said a potential somebody with a criminal history.
Did you say potential?
Yeah, I did. I said, is this Mr. Lyman, who was named Augustus Lyman, who lives there? He has an extensive criminal history.
Why?
Because I wanted to alert the neighbors, so that.
Alert them of what?
I don't know who's living there. I didn't do a criminal background check on this person, and so I had to look it up online through ICANN. And this particular uncle had a rap sheet. And I
Did was the address listed, Miss Lyman's address?
no, the uncle, but I did it.
Fine, but was the address of that individual list, was it Miss Lyman's address?
I was told that the uncle.
I don't care what you were told. Was the address, when you looked it up, was that Miss Lyman's address?
I don't know what Miss Lyman's address, it wasn't under Miss Lyman's address, it was of the uncle. I looked up the uncle.
I just want to state that is not my uncle.
When you look up, if it is a sex offender, you will have an address that they are registered to.
It wasn't.
Was he registered to that address?
As sex offender, it said attempted sexual assault under Augustus Lyman. He had that when I looked him up online, he had a big rap.
Oh my God.
So.
And you sent that to Miss Lyman's neighbors?
Yes, because they were concerned who was living there and what's going on.
Court's been recess.
All rise.
Fine.
3 points done.
He just walked off the bench because of what she did, and we haven't even gotten there yet. It's worse. It gets worse. I'm giving him a second to breathe, okay, before I force him to get back to work again. Judge, you don't get to take a break on my time. No, no. What was that? Did you see that? Never mind. Okay, guys, are we ready? Are we? Here we go. It gets worse. Come on, move. Move to 31. All right, that's fine. We'll just let it play for a minute. How was your day, guys? This is where we need Big Dog Tiff to help out. Because, you know, we were all taught that owning property builds wealth, right? You buy property if you want wealth. But this is a lot of headaches, right? This was yesterday, Mel, yes.
All right, that's good. Yeah, good day.
So what's a better way? What's a better way to build wealth if you do not want to do the landlord-tenant buy property? I think you could buy land, but, like, there has to be a better way. I just, you know, I guess you can buy a small business, but those lose money a lot. That's not a good way to build wealth, is it? I don't know. Here we go. Let's see if he composed himself. I want to see him laugh. I want to see him smile. There's a lot of flippers around here. A lot. They buy up property so freaking fast. I don't think getting a job builds wealth. It gives you a paycheck. Buy lottery tickets. That's what I would do. That's me. I haven't had a scratch off in a while, though. True, JK. I would like to buy a large fortune, please. The tenant wants to stay there. She doesn't want him to leave. She wants to stay in that house. I need a gamer to help me real quick, because I'm struggling like crazy. You don't even understand. My ASDW keys, okay? When you're gaming, you use this hand to move while this hand controls the mouse, okay? Unless you're left-handed and they have a different setup. I'm not sure. I'm right-handed. Well, so W moves you forward and S moves you backwards. Okay, are you with me so far? Because it's important. Some gamers may be left-handers. That makes sense. They need to switch. They need to move the letters so that they can type to the arrow keys and use the letters on the keyboard as their movement. So what they can do is they can switch it. So if you type on their keyboard, the left arrow is the A, and the down arrow is the S, and the right arrow is the D, and the up arrow is the W. And if you type the letters on the keyboard, those are really just the arrow keys. Alright? Well, my cats flipped it on me. So now, if I want to type the letter A, I need to press the left arrow. It sounds like, okay, fine, just type the left arrow. It's a keyboard. You can just type that. No, I can't, because I've been conditionally trained to type a certain way. And I'm struggling. I've tried a bunch of things, and none of them have worked. So, if anybody has done this, swaparoo. Please tell me how to fix it. I can't Google it. I'm in the middle of a live stream. But I will Google it later. It'd just be nice if someone said, oh, it's function F10, which please don't do what I just said. Don't. But if anybody just knew the key combination and flip it back, that would be great. No, he doesn't know that. Alright, let's get back to work.
We're back on the record in the case of Anderson versus Lyman. Ms. Lyman, you may continue.
Is it true that you gave me verbal consent to get ADT?
I gave verbal consent, yes, but that was not for cameras. Now for recording, not locks changed. That was for sensors in the inside. I was not told about door locks or cameras.
Is it true when we first started going to court that June rent was already paid?
June rent was paid late, but it was paid, yes.
I need a ton more information than that, Kelly.
Is it true that you have called the Pittsfield Township Police Department on multiple occasions presenting falsified information?
I'm not in a game.
No, when I can't get a hold of you and I'm concerned about what's going on, I call them because you don't respond.
So are you saying that
What? You call her, she doesn't respond, and you call the police.
I text her, I just wanting to see my property and not having any response from her. Because I, again, I'm not able to see.
You call her, text her, whatever. You don't get a response, whether she's choosing to or not, and you call the police? And what did the police say? I mean, what do you say to the police?
Well, check, make sure she's still alive.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
I just want to state, not only is it a wellness check, when the police come, they had told me she must have something against you. They don't be feeling like coming out because it's always something, and they say it comes from her.
Go ahead.
Is it true on multiple occasions, I asked you to stop sharing my personal information?
You said don't include other people in the emails yet.
Is it true on multiple occasions that I asked you to stop sharing my personal information? Then why do you still do it?
I stopped including everyone in emails. People that are not included in standard only if it's involved in. Like if it involves Maplehurst, I still include the same. If it doesn't involve,
Is it true that you told me that you have a multiple personality disorder along with other mental issues?
Let's strike that. I don't, you just,
I was asking,
just
is that the,
stop! Stop! She doesn't have to answer that question. Go to your next question.
is it true that I treat you with respect and all you do is disrespect me? Do you feel you know personal boundaries?
you don't respond to my text, so I don't know how to get hold of you.
Is it true that you're going through financial hardship?
Yes.
Is it true that you have stated in an email that you will pay the water bill and that I could reimburse you?
That's why I want to get a judgment so that I can pay water bill and you on top of this. I won't pay it if I can get a judgment for you to reimburse me.
But if you're going through financial hardship, how would you pay the water
I
bill?
get someone has to pay it.
It is function.
I'll get a loan, I have, I'll borrow it, someone has to pay it, because otherwise if it doesn't get paid, it goes on the taxes.
Go to your next question.
Is it,
I was function all of them. Function WASD. And I kept trying to function that. and function the up arrows. It was just function W all along. That stupid cat. I am up to here with my cats, like this judge is up to here with this landlord. He loves his job. I love my cats. But sometimes, let me tell ya, hi Multi, JK, thank you so much, thank you.
Is it true when we met back in May of 2025, you pretended that you were a realtor and not the owner yourself? Is it true that you stated that the crack could be fixed in spring of 2026?
It can be fixed, yes, it can be fixed in the spring.
Is it true in May of 2025, I paid $3,300?
You paid May rent, yes.
Is it true that I paid $3,300 in June?
Yes, you paid it.
Is it true that July and August rent is in escrow?
Yes, late, they're in escrow, all late.
When I paid the rent back in May of 2025, is it true that it should have been prorated $553
No,
since
you don't have to start on the first of the month.
since I moved in after
Let
the
her
first?
finish the question before you respond.
No, our tenancy starts on May 5th through May 4th of 27, which means that your rent is due on the 4th. Your rent is due on the 4th. And your tenancy, that's how we did it on the lease. You don't have to start on the first day of the month.
I was asking, since it was after the first, should it have been prorated
No, it's not
$553?
prorated. We're starting on, I said.
Your answer to that is no. Go ahead, ma'am.
Do you know Marcus Escano?
That's irrelevant.
You'll answer the question.
That's irrelevant. Are you kidding me?
Is it true that he is suing you for $750?
Ma'am, you are not going to interrupt the question. Go ahead and ask your question.
Is it true that he is suing you for $750, which is the same amount as the cleaning fee?
You can answer the question.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know? Is that your answer to the court? Because I'm directing you to answer the question.
I have not been in touch with
Perjury is
Mr.
a thing.
Lozano.
That's not the question. Is he suing you for the $750?
I'm not aware of that, but
Go ahead, Ms. Lemon.
Are you aware of the bailiff that came on behalf of Marcus Escano to the property and was on the phone with you?
somebody called me and I didn't know who they were, so I told them.
Let me ask this. This Marcus Toscano and the $750, has he sued you?
No,
Was there somebody appearing at the property regarding a dispute between the two?
I wasn't at the property, so someone called me,
Okay,
but I don't.
all right. Somebody, you know what? You can play your whole word games or not. Look it up. Hmm?
Can I spell it?
Do you know how to spell Mr. Toscano?
His name is Lacano.
Okay, go on with your next question while we look at it.
Okay. Is it true that you made Ivory Clinton block my driveway on July 1st of 2025? That was during an inspection. What if I told you I have video evidence of you having him do that? Okay.
You have video of him blocking the driveway?
She blocked the driveway on July 21st during the inspection, and it was on video. I can see if I can find the video where she told him to pull up and block the driveway.
Hold on. You think you have video of that?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. Next question.
Kelly, love, how are you?
Is it true that you told me that the
Hi, Walter.
$600 custom blinds are not custom and that I can just take them down and present them at Lowe's?
No, they are custom, but you can look at the manufacturer on the blinds and get the same manufactured blinds so that they match. They are custom.
What if I told you the last time we were here in the back room that I have evidence of you stating that I can just take them to Lowe's and that they're not custom?
They need to be the same one. They gotta match. If it's just a different brand, it doesn't match, and that's right. They have to match.
That is not what I asked. I said, what if I told you that I have evidence of us in the back room and you stating that I can just take them down and show them to Lowe's?
Yes, same time.
Is it true that not only have you been harassing me, you have had another attorney harassing me whose name is James Fink?
I don't know James Fink, that's someone else's attorney. He's not my attorney.
What if I have you on voice recording stating stuff that he told you?
James Fink is, he's not my attorney.
Then why do you CC him in all our emails?
Because he's related to business attorney for Gloria Vanderbilt, and she gave me information about Maple.
Why did you say you didn't know James Fink?
James Fink is, I know him as attorney for Gloria Vanderbilt. He's not my attorney.
What if I told you that I have a screenshot of you during Zoom asking who he is?
He's an attorney, but he's not my attorney. I never hired James Fink.
Why do you associate?
Next question.
Okay, my last question is it true that you told me, if I keep ignoring you, that I might end up like your prior attendant,
Prior to what are you talking about? Prior.
Gabrielle Anderson, who is dead?
She died in my house, and I am concerned about people dying in my house. She did die in my house. She had a heart attack.
I'm asking, is it true that you told me that I could end up like her if I don't reply to you?
No, not, that's.
Do you have that in writing?
Yes.
Pardon? Was that
She
a
said it in a
text?
text message. I
Because she could die.
have printed out.
Do you have a copy of that text message?
I have the copies of the text messages, yes, but I don't have them in the room with me right now.
And your understanding of that text message is, she said, if you don't respond to me, you could wind up like a tenant that is now deceased.
Yeah, she told me she's threatened me on multiple
No,
occasions.
that's not. That's ridiculous. Come on, don't sink to that level. I've never threatened you. Don't do that.
Ms. Anderson, stop. Go ahead, next question.
And that's it. That's all the questions that I have. I also want to say that I do have pictures of the property
hang
that
hang on a second.
okay.
Paragraph 27 of your lease. Do you believe that if it's true that you contacted her neighbors, that there was the blocking of the driveway, that there was, if true, an implicit threat regarding Ms. Lyman's death, and that you're constantly going to the premises has interfered with her peaceful and use of the premises, which you coveted it in that lease to provide under paragraph 27?
I haven't been to the house probably once. I think I may be driven by, not very often. I mean, I've probably driven by once, but I have not been to the house in a long time, ever since the incident with the police, coming to the house. And I was just concerned about who was living
Read
there.
paragraph 27, particularly the second sentence.
Okay. I'm giving her peaceful enjoyment. I'm not over there.
You don't think in any way you've interfered with her peaceful enjoyment of the premises?
I've been concerned about the house, but maybe if she would just communicate with me, then I wouldn't be so concerned about the house. She doesn't.
What do you think her legal obligation to talk to you is?
Well, she won't give me access.
What do you think her legal obligation to talk to you is?
Since she's living in my house, I think I have some right to have communication with who's living in my house, just so I can know the status of things. I think I have some rights. And she's the only one.
Didn't ask that. Does she have a right not to say anything to you?
So she has the right not to say anything to me, but how do I find out about the house if I don't find out about it from her? Since I don't have access to the house.
Do you think she has the right not to say anything to you?
I think she should at least communicate, or if she doesn't want to.
All right, Ms. Anderson, you keep going on with these long convoluted answers. Yes or no?
I
Do
think
you
I-
believe that Ms. Lyman, tenant or no tenant, has a right not to talk to you?
I don't believe so.
So you think she has to talk to you?
On a minimal basis, just with regard to the home.
Under what legal premise do you believe that exists?
In the lease, it states that I have a right to number 18. It, number 19, landlord's right of entry. Landlord or landlord's agent may enter the premises at reasonable times during the term of the agreement. And any renewal thereafter, 24 hours notice to the tenant. For the purpose of inspecting premises and all buildings and improvements thereon, to protect and make various alterations or show prospective renters, purchasers.
I read it. You don't have to read it. You can scan it and tell me where in that provision it makes Ms. Lyman talk to you.
How do I, okay, Judge, I understand she doesn't have to.
Tell me in that provision, is there anything about that she has to talk to?
Well, it says landlord must notify tenant. How do I notify her she doesn't talk to me? Like if I want to look at the property, 24-hour notice, how do I make that happen without having?
Is there anything in that provision that requires Ms. Lyman to talk to you?
I guess not. I just don't know how to.
Is there anything in that lease that requires her to talk to you?
No.
Then why is it throughout this entire proceeding, and based upon the testimony of Ms. Lyman as well as what were the premise of some of her questions, are you forcing her or attempting to force her to talk to you?
Okay, she doesn't have to talk to me, sir. Maybe that's what we have here.
Then why are you trying to force her to do so?
Okay, I won't force her to.
I didn't ask that.
Okay.
Why were you forcing her to do so?
just a communicative person, and I always think that things can be resolved by talking. So me wanting to talk to her is just part of my normal way of trying to resolve conflict.
Has she told you on repeated occasions she doesn't want to talk to you?
Yeah, she doesn't like me. Even though
Didn't ask that. Has she told you on repeated occasions that she doesn't want to talk to you?
well, she told me here she doesn't. She doesn't say explicitly, I don't want to talk to you, but she just says she doesn't like me.
Why do you then, when she expresses that, do you continue to try to force her to talk to you?
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't ask her to talk. Try to communicate.
Yes, Miss Lima.
I just want to state that I never told her that I didn't like her. That never came out my mouth.
Someone will talk to me. Anyone, even if it's her mother.
You never met my
But
mom.
they don't want to talk to you. You can't force them to do it.
I understand. I agree. I'm sorry, sir. It's just, I'll leave this. Sorry.
Why would you indicate to the neighbors that there's crack use at the house?
When I went in the house, I thought I saw it look like crack pipe on the island. That's what I observed when I wrote my notes, when I lived in the house. I put my.
When was this?
I sent it before. It's been a while. I basically documented what I observed inside the house.
Okay, let's say you document what you. Why do you feel a compulsion to send that to the neighbor?
No, I sent the neighbors the information to know about living there, because there was concern that this uncle was living there, and when I did a background check, it looked like he may have a criminal history, and I thought I was just I was trying to help him.
Tell me each and every fact that leads you to the conclusion that that person was living there.
The neighbors told me, especially when the police showed up, that there was an uncle. And when the uncle and the kids were moving in, they told the neighbor that they were the uncle and the kids moving in. And
How did you know his name?
because I looked it up, I did a Google search, and I did a.
How do you know that the name that you looked up and this person that you purport was supposedly moving in was the same person?
Based on the physical description of who the neighbors indicated was the uncle, and I looked up I kind of got her family tree nailed out from her grandma to her mom. You know,
What?
I figured out.
Why would you do that?
Because I wanted to find out who was living in my house. I didn't do any background checks.
Why would you do that?
I was concerned
Have
about-
you ever, with another tenant, mapped out their family tree?
I was trying to find out who this uncle was because I was concerned with the neighbors. Bunch of little kids running around in the neighborhood there.
You do understand that if you're renting property, that the tenant doesn't become your indentured servant and or slave.
Yes, sir.
And that you can't force them to do certain things that they've not contracted to do. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, sir. What kind of contraction look like? Contracted thing?
You understand that because they're a tenant, you don't get the right to disparage their reputation with the neighbors? Do you understand that?
It wasn't Armand uncle that I was concerned about. I understand though, I mean, maybe I understand that I shouldn't be concerned, but I was concerned because I just didn't know.
I didn't say that. You could be as concerned as you want.
Nervous.
Do you understand that you're not permitted to disparage her reputation that way? Do you understand that if you see or purport to see something that would be drug use like crack cocaine use, that you don't have the right to then become, I guess, the judge of what that is, what you think it is, and draw a conclusion and then besmirch her reputation by sending that to the neighbors? You understand that?
Okay, I just want you to know that this landlord is not allowed to do that. But Victoria is allowed to do that. Victoria is allowed to figure out if you're breaking the law and besmirch you because she works in a courthouse with a judge. So do not watch this video and then think you're safe around Victoria. She's allowed to do that. She's allowed to look into your personal history and find where you broke the law and then go tell Judge Fleischer on you. Not that she would. Yes, she would. I miss Victoria. I miss Judge Fleischer. Josh, thank you for giving us this dumpster fire of a mess. Now I miss Victoria.
You don't have a right to do that? Don't okay me. Answer my question. Do you understand? Then why did you do it?
I was just concerned, I didn't know what to do. I was concerned about a bunch of little kids running around the neighborhood and I didn't know who was in my house.
Were these little kids smoking crack? I mean, why were you tying that to the kids?
I thought it might not have been crack pipe. I don't know.
Then why would you tell the neighbors it is? If you're not sure yourself, why would you tell them that?
I was telling them about the, I was not telling.
You didn't say anything about a crack?
I don't remember who I told about.
Did
crack.
you?
I don't remember who I told about. I know.
Well, you better remember right about now, Miss Anderson. You have a very convenient memory. Did you tell any of the neighbors or intimate to any of the neighbors that there was crack being smoked in that house?
I saw.
Not an answer to my question. Listen closely. Did you tell any of the neighbors or intimate to any of those neighbors that they were smoking crack in that house?
I did, yes. When I did a Google search when I got it.
I didn't, there's no question. Quit talking. What months are you claiming are owed?
When I get time.
Just this month is old.
Okay. What months are you claiming are owed?
July, August, September, plus the water bill that I already paid, $143.93. I called, Pittsfield Township before.
I didn't ask you that.
And then the two.
What months, listen to my question. What months are you claiming she hasn't paid?
July and August are in escrow, and we're waiting on September. So September is the only one that's not in escrow.
So, as she
So-
indicated at the very, if she puts that,
She didn't pay the month we're in right now? Is it late, or is she talking about, like, it was due the 4th and she hasn't paid it yet?
in, she's paid in full.
Not utilities and not court costs.
She's paid in full for rent.
Yeah, but she still has the late fees that you already authorized on July 11th. You authorized the 150 late fee on July 11th.
Water bill, where's there a copy of the water bill?
Can I get it, sir?
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
and leave that lease on the stand.
Do you want me to come back up to the?
Yes.
Okay.
Ms. Lyman needs to see anything that's being presented to me. Ms. Lyman, you indicated that you have been in contact with Pittsfield Township regarding the water bill.
Yes,
And have you arranged payment of that water bill?
yes, I have already.
Yes, Ms. Anderson.
I just spoke with Pittsfield Township supervisor. He indicated that they had not worked out a fee plan on the water bill just an hour ago. I spoke with.
Do you know who you spoke with?
No, I don't. They just told me that we could start a payment plan up.
Pardon?
They told me that I can start a payment plan up starting next, next month.
Okay, who told you that?
Someone from the water department.
How much is the current bill?
She owes $1,327.94, and then I have already paid the prior water bill that she owed me for her part of it, which township water already confirmed was $143.93.
So you,
I paid that already.
have you paid the water bill?
Have I paid? No.
No, not you. Ms. Anderson, you haven't paid this water bill?
I paid the water bill for me. It was already.
Give me the copy of the lease that I gave.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
So the only thing, Ms. Anderson, that you paid on this water bill is the $143.93.
Yes, sir. And sir, I can pay the rest of it today.
Ma'am,
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
didn't ask you that.
Hey, Zach, how are ya?
Just
Coming in
want to be clear.
incognito.
You did not,
Guys, where's my pause button?
you haven't set up.
It's guys. Go check out somebody help me talk. Law Nerds Unite. That is really hard for me for some reason. I think the W and N together. My mouth doesn't do that. His latest video is like me. It's like 2 hours and 51 minutes. I might have the minutes wrong, but I don't think so. But it's professional. It's not like here. It's not like this channel. It's actually professional court. Polished and beautiful.
Set up a payment plan.
Yes, I haven't physically set up making any payment.
Pardon?
I haven't made any payments, no. I was just told that I could do a payment plan next month, starting next month.
October.
Yes.
Zach, I am dying to know your average view duration on a 2 hour and 51 minute video.
And is there a monthly amount on that?
They didn't say yet.
Pardon?
They didn't tell me yet. Still trying to work everything out.
$43? That's elite. On that long of a video, that is elite. You are in top tier YouTube videos with that. I'm so proud of you. That is not an easy goal to hit. You did great. Come on, Judge Eric. Oops, I mean, Judge Simpson. Quit pondering. Don't watch the numbers. They'll kill you. I know.
Anderson, how many times have you sent Ms. Lyman a notice to quit?
I believe just one time.
You have never sent her a notice to quit for the collection of rent.
The 30 days that I sent was because of the fraud, and it included, but no rent, in that it was for fraud and not payment of rent. At the time, she was late on paying rent, so.
How many times have you sent her the rent or a notice to quit for non-payment of rent?
I think I did a 7-day notice.
Yes.
No, I didn't 7-day notice.
I'm right with you.
Have you,
Takes me
have you
forever
ever
to make a thumbnail.
sent Miss Lyman a 7-day notice?
No. 30.
Hours. Hours.
How did you calculate the late fee?
Based on Google AI, 5% is the industry standard, so $150 for the 3 years period is considered within the realm of.
In Michigan?
It said, it says, yes, 5% is the industry standard of the rent amount. We put it at 165, so I think 150 is fair. And that's
What do you think the purpose of the late fee is?
to try to encourage timely payments and also.
It can't be liquidated damages.
Well,
It has to somehow or another be related to your efforts to
Well,
collect
like I
rent.
have to drive all the way to Detroit and come here, and that is gas and time. Gas isn't cheap. My time, spend days here. Starting to think I should work here. I just wanted to pay rent. I mean, I honestly.
I don't think there was a question.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Let's go to the application. When she filled out the application prior to renting, did you check any parts of that application to verify any of the information?
Yes,
We don't really need Judge Simpson for this case at all. We could just use Google AI for everything.
there was a number that's no longer working. It was supposed to be her
Rent is an escrow.
landlord,
yes.
Desmond Jones, that,
Did you get a response from this Desmond Jones?
no, but I thought it was her parents, so I, she was living with her parents at 99 Arlington, so I thought, okay, I didn't, she didn't tell me.
Did you get a response from Desmond Jones?
No.
What else did you attempt to verify?
Well, since she was living with her parents, I took it as she was being honest that she was living there. She was paying $500.
Let me try this again. Did you attempt to verify any of the information that is on this application?
Well, the application showed me her pay stubs, so I knew it was through a legitimate company, Rent Spree, and they verify information like that. So I saw the Ford pay stub, so I assumed that's where she worked. The only thing normally I would have also done is talk to the current landlord, but because it was her father, supposedly, or her parents, I thought, I guess I don't need to talk to them since that number didn't work, and so I just didn't pursue that, talking to the current landlord.
Welcome back, Darkus.
I didn't know that it was the other people that were the landlord. The Vanderbilts were the landlord, and I didn't know anything about it. She would have definitely steered me away, she said.
So just so that I'm clear, if Miss Lyman would talk to you, let you just come into her premises willy-nilly as you requested, would we even be here?
No, I mean, I would.
Okay, that's what my problem.
I just want to know that the problem.
The reason that we're here, is it not, is because she won't talk to you.
I'm concerned about my.
There has been nothing detrimental to that application to you, is there?
Well, sir,
Is there anything that has been detrimental to you?
I have lost sleep over this, sir.
Okay, fine. We all lose sleep. Is there anything referenced to tenancy that has been
I'm
detrimental
sleeping right now.
based upon your reliance on that application?
I'm worried about my property, sir. If she does damage to my property, it's gonna be well beyond her $5,000 earnest money. It's gonna be well beyond that. And I'm worried, how am I gonna recoup? How am I gonna recover? I just wanna sleep at night and know that my property is safe. That's all I want. I like Miss Money. I just wanna know.
So, ma'am, can you answer my question? What in that application have you relied upon to your detriment?
I thought she was living with her parents on 99 Arlington, so I felt, okay, wanted to get on her own. She's 20, I'm 22, and I thought, oh, what a wonderful young lady. She's going to college, she could be a nurse, she works at Ford. I really thought.
Okay, I'll try the question again, and even if you want to ramble on. What did you rely upon to your detriment in that application and renting to Miss Lyon?
I relied on the fact that she wasn't being evicted at her current residence. If I had known that, I wouldn't have rented. It's like, you know.
And you did not do a search regarding Miss Lyman.
I thought this application is rent free with a reputable company for background checks, and I didn't see any evictions. There was no evictions on the report. So I thought, okay,
So they didn't pick up on it because there was no eviction. She might have been in court, but there was no
it's in
eviction.
process.
What did she put on there that is fraudulent in your mind?
Her current address.
Why would that not have been her current residence if she were in the process of an eviction?
Because she was living on Maplehurst, which was the current address.
And you relied upon that.
Yes, sir.
Did you do any other searches, any other anything regarding Miss Lyman prior to renting to her?
She was a nice young lady.
So you took what she said in the application, put it through to a company, and relied upon that. So in point of fact, you didn't necessarily rely upon what Ms. Lyman said. You relied upon what the company gave you back.
But, yeah, the company. And what she can wrote, no, it wasn't just the company, sir. There's also stuff she can wrote, so her current address was 99 Darling.
But you took the information that she gave you, gave it to a company, they ran it,
Google AI.
and that's what you relied upon to rent her.
There was two things. That was part of it. Yes, sir. Ultimately, you're the judge and you're right, so I'm not arguing.
Well, I'm asking a question, ma'am.
It's not what's fair. Whatever you think is fair, I'm going with whatever. you think.
Ma'am, I just asked a question. You didn't rely upon the application. In fact, you relied upon what this other company had reported back. Right?
Yeah, they said no evictions, and they said.
Okay.
They only said two addresses. That was the 99 Arlington and then a PO box. They did not show the Maplehurst on their search.
And I'm going to try again. And that's what you relied upon to do the search.
Yes, sir.
I know. What does that company require that you give them to do their search?
I think they charge Ms. Lyman like $39.
They charged me 50.
And what information is submitted to them?
Driver's license, maybe her pay stub. Whatever she puts in, types in. I've never done this.
This is a company that you use, and it then comes back and tells you this person is okay to rent.
I mean, they said her credit score is low and she had student debt and it's not perfect and I don't expect anyone to be perfect. But I didn't see any evictions. I didn't see any huge red flags. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's what you relied upon to rent to her,
Yes, sir.
not the application that's been flaunted around here. It was the report back from this company.
And I don't want to make you angry, so whatever you want.
Ma'am, I am not angry, and don't try that game with me. If I get angry, you are certainly gonna
Okay,
know.
all right. Gotcha.
She typed in information to a company. They came back, gave you a report, such as her credit score and the blah, blah, blah. Can you point to the provision in the lease that incorporates the application into that lease? There isn't one, is there?
That's just what I used to, decide if I'm gonna.
If the application is not incorporated into the lease, then how do you evict her for what you say is a fraudulent application?
At this point, I'm not asking. I'm just asking for my rent. She said, oh, I
You
don't.
filed a termination case to evict her.
I'm so tired of this whole thing, sir. I just want to get the rent and have somehow see my house. That's all. Somehow make sure my house is okay, so I can.
Well, I don't know how you're gonna see the latter of that, because at this point, I'll be honest with you, I think you've been harassing her to the point that you've interfered with her quiet enjoyment to the premises.
I need to step away for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
And she may be entitled to damages for that. I haven't made a final decision on that, but I'm just gonna tell you, you can't go around, rent to somebody and say, and it's one, you can't then go around and just say they're a crackhead. You might look, you might say, oh, and think to yourself, gee, Miss Lyman looks like a crackhead. I'm just saying that, just for the purposes of this example. I'm not saying that about you, Miss Lyman, but you might say she's got sex offenders living with her. You might say all of that stuff. It becomes a whole different issue when you begin to disseminate it to other people.
It's been a long time.
And maybe you don't get this, but with regard to the alleged sex offender. I have no idea if he is or not. There's a whole registry regarding that. They're required to give their current address.
I was just concerned, sir. I'm sorry. There's a lot of children running
It
around.
doesn't matter whether you're concerned. I could be concerned about whoever out there. I don't just go around saying to people, well, they must be a rapist.
That, you know,
Oh, somebody's gonna lose. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It keeps up at this rate. But I'm gonna tell you what. Ms. Lyman, was there any other questions you had?
No, that's really it. I did wanted to say that I do have physical photos that I can admit of the property.
Well, let's do it this way. And correct me if I'm wrong. But Miss Anderson, otherwise I'm gonna need the text messages, but you told or intimated to the neighbors that there was crack use at that house.
I just said I saw a crack pipe.
That's all you said?
That's all I said.
Do you have, is that what's said on the text message?
I believe, I'm not sure if she CC'd the court in it, but it had like multiple messages with her and other people and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, I didn't say there was a crackhead.
Saying that it was a rapist in the home, and then people were like,
Yeah,
that it was a
Ma'am, stop. Go
that
ahead.
it was a sex offender in the home, and then she had people like, what is wrong with her? Oh, you need to get her gone, just different stuff like that. She has sent emails with the photos of that, yes.
Well, at this point, I'm not gonna need the copies. Anything else?
Nope, that is pretty much it. And just the written thing that about my deposit of the 750, that's it.
Anderson, anything else from you?
I did look up in public records for iChat for her uncle, and it did say that he.
Okay, did it give an address? Did it give an address? So how do you tell the people around there that he's living there?
That's what they said. No, I don't.
I just want to say the person that she keeps claiming that's my uncle, that's not my uncle. Two different skin colors is what she's going by, but
That what now?
on,
Why do you keep interrupting?
the person that she's saying is my uncle is not my uncle. She's going off of the police report, but it listed two different appearances, and that's all I had to say. She just searched my name up and just tied that to me. She said that in the email as well.
I want to understand that.
She said she searched my name up and it said
Your name.
yes, my first and last name. And she said that Google or whatever she searched up in said that he was my uncle.
Is it your uncle?
No,
So this person she's talking about is not related to you.
that's not my uncle, no.
He's related.
Is he related to you?
Yes,
What is he?
a cousin,
A cousin?
yes.
Okay.
Has he ever been at the property? No, if that's what I'm about to say.
So, okay. Just so that I'm clear, the person is a cousin of yours,
Yes,
correct?
Yes,
And that cousin of yours, the one that may have this conviction, has never been to the property.
correct.
So, Miss Anderson, you found somebody who is related to her. Do you have any personal knowledge that that person had been at the property?
Showed the pictures to the neighbor from Facebook.
Oh my God.
Because he was saying that the uncle lived there. He said he spoke with the mother, said the uncle lived there. And I said, does this kind of look like him? And he said, yeah, it kind of does. And then I started doing my searches. So this is all based on me doing my searches and trying to figure out who was in my house, who was living in my house. I didn't know who was living in my house. I was told that our money doesn't live there and that you're unwilling to so what am I supposed to say? I mean, I'm not there to watch. This is what they tell me. Oh, about the.
Here's not a question. You can have a seat. You may step down. Those are- I'll take them. Here's what I'm gonna say. You filed this complaint for unspecified violation.
What'd you say, sir? I didn't hear that.
You filed this complaint for unspecified violation / fraud / misrepresentation of person in lease. Which I believe those are two different things because you said you were dealing with somebody else and not Miss Lyman.
Yes, in the beginning, I was dealing with that lady in the back, introduced herself as Joanne. That's who I was dealing with. She's her mother.
And persons in home and non-payment of rent.
Yes.
Those are the 5 bases. I'm gonna tell you, and I'll just say this, and I'll let you guys give whatever statement you want to regard. Violations of the lease are tenuous at best. Fraud and misrepresentation of the
Bobby.
person in the lease, which is this other person. Ms. Lyman has been here when the court required her to be here. It's Ms. Lyman.
But,
The fraud, stop. The fraud, you didn't, there would have to be some type of reliance on something, but that's not what you relied upon to rent. So that's tenuous at best. Other than somebody's speculation, which is actually hearsay based upon hearsay, because supposedly they're the persons that are telling you X, Y, and Z. I have nothing to say that there are other people in this home other than your statement. And it looks to me like the rent's paid.
Mary, thank you so much.
What I do,
Thank you,
however,
thank
see,
you,
and I haven't
thank
come
you.
to a final decision on any of this, I'm just telling you where I'm at, folks. Is that there's been an interference with her quiet and useful enjoyment of the premises and continues to be. And that there are potential damages for defamation, which relate to that quiet and peaceful enjoyment of the premises. So here's what I'm going to do. If you say you want to resolve it, then you need to resolve it. But I don't think, quite frankly, Miss Anderson, you're in a position to get everything that you want.
Okay, sir. Whatever.
So you just have to talk.
Sure it does.
I'm going to give you two a chance to go out and see if you can resolve it. If not, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to resolve it. And I'm going to tell you that somebody is going to be very, very unhappy.
He's lying right now.
And I'm not saying anybody has to do anything. But I think if one looks at it, you can see where your strengths and weaknesses are. Now, if you want me to make the ruling, I'll make the ruling. I don't have a problem doing it.
Over a year? No.
I
It's
can
been
tell
longer
you
than
with
that,
reference to the claim of the monthly visitation, not gonna.
No, weren't you here back when I didn't even have a camera? And I had that crappy laptop? I'm sure you've been here longer than a year, I'm sure of it.
Man. $750 is a curious question, but may have to be litigated another day. Because as I recall from the previous proceedings, you had agreed that it would be refundable. But now today you seem to be saying that it's not, or that you're placing on it impossible conditions.
It's refundable.
That would
Contempt.
Ms. Lyman, you politely raised your hand. What would you like to tell me?
I was just saying I wouldn't want to break off and talk to her. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna see if you two can talk to each other. And all you have to do is agree upon a number. I don't really care how you got there. If you don't agree, you don't agree. I come back, I'll make the call. I don't have a problem. Okay? We're gonna stand in recess. You got 20 minutes.
All right.
Yep, he's saying in the previous hearings, which we missed, of course, she stated the cleaning fee was non-refundable, but today she changed it to maybe. Sorta. You're the reason why we're here. Oh, I wish they would talk right here. We can't hear it. Nope. Alright. Let's get to the end of this. This unfortunately killed any chance of OJ today. So there will not be an OJ today because I work today, so I can't just run OJ late. I don't have enough hours in the day to do that. Alright, whoa. It is 1:38. Nope, 1:40. And at 1, there we go, 1:49, the landlord comes back into the room. She tried for 9 minutes, but it probably wasn't even 9 minutes. It was probably like 2 or 3 minutes, and then she went to the ladies' room. Or she went to the cafeteria. Our courthouse has a cafeteria where you can go and get some food. And the other lady, there she is. So that means, I'm sure they came in separately. That means the judge is going to have to decide. Unfortunately, guys, he doesn't decide today. But that's okay because it gives us something to look forward to in October. Which right now we have nothing to look forward to. It's not like we have Halloween or anything to look forward to. I got my son to take my daughter to work today so that I can stay for this.
Yeah, just the court for coming and watching our state this is now next session.
You may be seated. Yes. ma'am. We're back on the record of the case of Anderson versus Lyman. Did you folks come to any agreement or no?
No.
No. Okay, very good. That's fair enough.
Like what
No,
I
thank
had
you.
suggested?
I like my
No.
judges.
Oh,
And I say it that way because the reason is that I didn't want to know what that process is because I've got to make a decision on it, so I don't want to know that. If there was an opportunity for you guys to address it, then you could have. And Ms. Lyman has indicated you didn't come to an agreement.
If you guys want to see the old cases, go to Law Nerds
Anything
Unite.
you want to say in regard to closing arguments, Miss? Yes.
yeah, I'm willing to waive,
I don't. Go ahead.
sir?
Go ahead. This is closing argument. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I told Ms. Lyman that I was willing to waive the late fees, to waive the court costs, give her the $300 for refund for her security deposit. So I would only be asking for $3,000 for September rent and then $143.93 for May water. I think that's fair. And I also told her I'd be willing to write a statement about the security deposit being refundable if it's in room swept condition. So I thought that was fair. So all I would be asking for is $3,143.93 for September rent and May water. And then I $3,143.93. And that gives her the $300 credit you wanted to give her for the security deposit for September rent. That's waiving all late fees and waiving court costs. And so I'm just asking for rent and utilities. And then I would be willing to sign something giving her security deposit back as long as it's, clean, so I don't have to hire somebody.
Not dealing with the security deposit. All right.
That's
Lyman.
I feel that I should be compensated because she gave out my social security number and copies of my ID, which was attached to the email. A picture of my ID and my social was at the bottom. I feel that that is defamation to my character, and it has the whole neighborhood in that email. Because I do not know them people at all, and my social is very, very sensitive information.
I did not give her social out.
I feel that.
Ma'am, Ms. Lyman, hold on a moment.
Okay.
She did not interrupt you. Go ahead, Ms. Lyman.
I feel that the late fees are excessive by some compensation of the rent, probably at least half if possible. If not, that's fine. Just think, just some type of recoupment would be nice, just because I haven't been able to enjoy the home since moving in May. This rent, I feel like I owe $2,267 because I paid an extra $200 in June.
Hold on a second. You're arriving at that figure coupled with what you put into escrow?
Huh?
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
I feel like I owe $2,267 for the month of September. because back in June, I paid an extra $200 and I moved in after May 1st. So $533 should have been prorated. I got that by dividing 3,300, then divided by the 31 days that's in the month of May, which came up to 106 and some decimal points. Then I times it by 5 and got $533. So that's how I get that prorated amount. Then from the security deposit of the 300, I added all that together and got $1,033. So I did 3,300 take away $1,033 to get $2,267 for the month of September.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I just want to be able to enjoy the home without being bothered or anybody popping up or watching me.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Long. Ms. Anderson.
Yes, sir. I wanted to clarify, our tenancy, our lease goes the 5th. So what I explained to Bonnie is the reason why I didn't wait the first month. We started on the 5th and we go to the 5th. 5th to the 5th. She thinks that I should prorate it. I just started, I've leased it on the 5th. That's why I didn't prorate it. Not due.
Judge,
You know.
stop.
So the 4th, not the first of the month. I was trying to explain that's why I didn't prorate the first.
The judge said crystal clearly he believes she was not able to enjoy the use of her home. He said it point blank, period.
Well, thank you both very much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these calculations, try to figure this out. There will be no additional argument or witnesses on the case. I will render a decision and I'll set it for October 14th. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just trying to, do I turn these photos into you?
No, I don't need them. I'm good.
Okay.
So, October 14th, 2025, 9 a.m. Yes, Ms. Anderson.
Can I get the 2 zip drives that I didn't include as evidence since they have family photos on them?
Ma'am, once I am done
Dumbass.
with the case, as we have indicated to you, I will make a decision on that. I've told you that time and time and time again. But they were submitted to the court and I had not yet heard the trial nor rendered the decision on the trial. I will then make a decision.
That had family photos of my little boy.
Ma'am, what did I just say? Thank you.
Well, I wonder how October 14th is going to go for the landlord. Here's what I think. And I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. We so rarely do landlord-tenant here. So my knowledge of landlord-tenant laws and rules are like less than a normal person. I know way less than any normal person knows about landlord-tenant. So I'm going to tell you what I think. ID10T. I'm going to tell you what I think. Crystal, you don't know how many times in real life I used that code when I was in IT. When I would get a ticket for a user that needs help, and I would look at the ticket, and I would file it. ID10T error. It's an ID, and I would tell them to their face too. You have an ID10T error on your computer, because they're idiots, but they didn't know. So I think in my head, which is wrong, by the way, this is 100% wrong. I think the judge is going to give the tenant, he's going to award her every single piece of rent, every penny, back into May because she has never been able to enjoy the use of the space that she pays so much for. And then I think the judge is going to have Mr. Allen escort that stalker into the jail. And that stalker will sit there and think about what she did wrong, but she won't. She will then sue Judge Simpson for the rent that she lost and had to pay that poor lady. I mean, why doesn't that lady move? I know it's not easy to move. I know it is just sucks to move. I know it. Ugh. But this sucks worse. Living like this every day where people are spying on you and people are spying on you, man. People spy on me. They'd get an eyeful. So, Crystal, yes and no. Ted Stokes was the councilman in Utah that he was the one that is not a councilman anymore because he wanted to defund the police because his son was an idiot, which doesn't even make sense. First off, you don't put icing on a muffin. Second off, if the muffin with icing on falls to the floor, you don't pick it up while you're driving because it's already on the floor. What would that do to pick it up? It's too late. So none of that makes sense. Whatever they say happened just didn't happen. He was probably texting or something different. He was probably drunk because, they didn't wait for the police to come. He waited for the owner of the vehicle to come home and then he left. And then the police never spoke to the son, who was probably drunk. Fine. Whatever. I don't know that. I'm making stuff up. But it just makes more sense in my head than he, with his seatbelt on, tried to get a muffin that had icing on off of the floor while he was driving. Anyway, I went to a whole bunch of websites in Utah and tried to just find the case where the dad was pulled over for DUI prior to this. Months, years, I don't know. The dad has a DUI on his record. And I tried to get I just wanted to get the case number. My goal was to get the body cam, fill out a Freedom of Information Act, sorry, and get the body cam of that stop. If this was any other state, if this was Connecticut, I would already have it in my hand. But it's Utah. So, just looking up the case, just looking for the case number, every time I searched for Ted Stokes, Theodore Stokes, blah, 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 charged me 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, and came back with 0 results. So then I started to look. I was hoping like a news outlet or somebody already went and got that footage, right? After that video went viral, you would think somebody would have gotten that footage already, but no, I couldn't find it. There's Pacer and there's Exchange, Exchange, for the public to use. So my next step, which I haven't done yet, and I doubt I'm going to do it today, is try to figure out what county he was in and call that courthouse directly and try to figure out a case number and request it. I don't know how Wayback Machine would give me a case number, or I would figure. Plus, videos don't. You can't go back. You can't use Wayback Machine to get a video, or I have never been able to. So I've never been able to look on a site and get an old video. The square is usually there on the website, but not the video itself. But my next step is to try to figure out what county he's in, and then call them and talk to the court staff, see if I can get a hold of the body cam. And no, they don't need to know why. It's none of their business. I'm the public, and the public gets to ask for things like that. Freedom of Information Act. Hi, Casey, Carrie, love. I just hope they don't charge like $100. I don't think they will. That seems a bit unfair. Okay, I'll call Cache County Courthouse. Okay, I'll call Davis County Courthouse. Okay, I'll call both the courthouses. I'll figure it out. I either will figure it out or I will not figure it out. That's Wayback Machine is amazing. Amazing. All your mistakes from the past are just sitting there waiting for someone to pluck out of there. No OJ today because it's already 8 o'clock. I do not have time. I have to go to work soon. Yes, Zach, yes. It's either going to rain today or it's not. And I'm either going to get it or I won't. And it's either going to be really good or it's going to be boring. Now you know. Now you know. Come here and learn a lot of stuff, guys. Alright, thanks for coming out for Judge Simpson. Isn't that crazy we play Judge Simpson? Now, everywhere you go today, they're going to be playing the same clips. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll get a new judge for tomorrow. That I can promise easily. New judge. Behave today. Hope you guys have a great day. If you're not having a great day, come into Discord. Talk in Discord. It will turn your day around. It really will. If you guys need to get something done today, and you want to be held accountable, like today I really have to do this, and you want to be held accountable, put it in Discord. We're all going to keep asking you about it. Did you get it done? Did you get it done? I would not have moved my computer upstairs if Josh wasn't saying, hey, Kathy, did you move your computer upstairs yet? Now I'm upstairs, and it's amazing. Like, nobody's sparring with me. I don't have to worry that someone's going to turn my computer off. This is awesome. Alright. Behave today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Well, I thought I'd write a happy song. I found a chat room where I belong. You don't know how much it means to me. With such a groove, I'm less lonely. Oh, Kathy's the creator. She's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright. She's got that grace. Come join the fun. It's a welcome and play. I can count on distraction from my pain, 'cause this creator takes you there and back again. Kathy is the heart here, always in stride. Her work is hard, but her joy she can't hide. Oh, Kathy's the creator. She's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we and see for yourself.